So we always hear this expression that, oh, talk is cheap, talk is cheap. I'm here to tell you that talk is expensive. As a matter of fact, talk can rob you of your life. It can rob you of your future financial security. It can rob you of all your hopes and all your dreams. I'm here to help you avoid that pitfall. You see, we need to understand that our words are powerful. What we say comes about to be in so many cases, in almost all cases of our life. What we say will happen. Napoleon Hill, one of the oldest books in the self-improvement, movement, said, "So a man thinketh, so is he." So we have 6 talkers that I'm going to go through with you today to make sure that you avoid these common pitfalls of people that like to talk, because talk is expensive. So number 1, the first talker is the big talker. They're always talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's going to be so wonderful. Man, can't you imagine what things are going to be like when we do this? Guys, don't fall into this trap. There's big talkers that don't get around to doing anything, and you don't want to be a big talker. See what happens if you big talk, even if one day you might achieve what you're set out to achieve, you'll have less people around you to help you get there if you let them down time and time again by saying, we're going to do this, and then you don't do it. Or we're going to achieve this, and you don't achieve it. So you got to be careful what you say. You can't be too big of a talker. I'm all about big goals and dreams. I'm all about doing big things. But make sure it's not just talk. Number 2 is the someday talker. These are the ones they're always talking about. Someday we're going to do this, man. What's it going to be like in 10 years from now? We're going to be on a beach sipping lattes and margaritas or whatever you sip on beaches. It's just crazy talk because they're always talking 5, 10 years out what it's going to be like. That's the someday talker. You want to make sure that you start living today. You start achieving things today. Don't be the someday talker. Number 3 is probably my least favorite of the talkers. It's the gossip talker. It's the talker that's always talking about what other people are doing. They're not worried about their own situation. They're too busy worrying about other people's. Man, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. They're just talking about other people. One thing I heard a long time ago, and it really resonated with me. This is what I heard, that winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. What are you focused on? Number 4, the searching talker. This is the guy or gal that's always looking left, looking right. They're looking for a quicker, easier way, the shortcut. They're trying to figure out how many, plates they can spin at the same time. This is the searching talker. They're always talking about, well, I'm in the insurance business, but I also do mortgages. I also do home and auto insurance. I also do this. I also do that. And it's, jack of all trades, master of none. They're always searching. They're always talking about the next greatest thing. It's this, it's that, it's the other. People want leaders and people to follow that are focused. They have a mission, they have a goal, and they're focused on it. Don't be the searching talker. Number 5, we have the dream talker. They're always talking about their dreams and their hopes and everything that they're going to achieve. And it's all just fluffy and rainbows and excitement. But guys, you got to start living today. You can't dream asleep only. If you're going to dream, you got to wake up and chase your dreams. You got to get after it. Do not become victim to the dream talker syndrome. Number 6, we have the excuse talker. Now, this is the victim mentality type. They're always saying, well, I can't do that because of this or this or this, or my upbringing was in such a way, or this happened to me when I was a kid, or this happened to me when I was in my 20s, or this happened or this, and it's all just excuses. Guys, I understand that everyone has a situation. However, those are situations that we go through that have to make us stronger if we want to overcome and achieve. Do not become an excuse talker. So why am I saying all this? Jamie, this sounds kind of negative. Yeah, everyone talks, but what am I supposed to do with this information? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have some action steps that you can take right now, today, in your life that are going to help you. Number 1, write a list right now, or in the next 15 minutes, of 3 things that you want to achieve in the next 6 months. Right now, go ahead and write that down. 3 things that you want to achieve in the next 6 months. I don't care if it's related to your spirituality, to your fitness, to your nutrition, to your business, to your family. Write down 3 things that you want to achieve. Go ahead. So number 2, every time you find your eyes wandering, you're looking left, looking right, looking at other people, casting judgment, wondering why this is that way and this is that way. Guys, every time this happens, every time you find yourself about to complain about someone else, about to, engage in maybe some gossip talk, maybe some dreamer talk or some searching talk, every time that happens, what I want you to do is I want you to pull out those 3 goals that you wrote down and focus on those. Think about those goals and go, is what I'm saying now, are the words that are coming out of my mouth right now going to help me achieve those goals? If the answer is no, you need to set aside what you're about to do and get focused on what you want to do. I got a free tip for you as well. Everyone's picking up their cell phone on average of somewhere between 100 and 200 times per day. And I know I'm above average in that department. Here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Make your screensaver your goals. Have your goals, take a picture of them and set it as your screensaver, because what you focus on is going to help you come into a reality in your situation. The next thing I want you to do is stop. Every time you're about to complain, you need to stop. Right dead in your tracks. I don't care if you have to run out of the conversation and go take a washroom break all of a sudden or something, but just stop in your tracks. Stop the gossip. Stop the nonsense. It's killing your goals and dreams. It's hurting you. It's not helping you. Just stop in your tracks. Take mental inventory of, okay, that's not what I want to be. This isn't who I am. I'm not a complainer. I'm not a whiner. I'm not a moaner. I'm not a, get out of that mindset. Just stop in your tracks. Step back. Take a washroom break. Do what you got to do. Jump up and down. Do some jumping jacks. Get some energy flowing, and that will help you out. Here's one that's going to be very difficult for some people, because oftentimes we get what I call the Al Bundy syndrome. The Al Bundy syndrome is where you're always talking about the glory days. Man, I did this once upon a time. I did that once upon a time. We used to, I did the football and, I tackled 3 guys and scored the winning touchdown. And, the longer away from the wonderful event that took place in your life, the bigger and more special it becomes, right? It's like one minute it was a 20-yard pass that you did, and next thing you know, it's I threw it from one end to the other, and the story gets bigger and more embellished over time. And we're living in the glory days. And here's what I'm going to challenge you to do: unless asked about your glory days, unless asked about your past, or unless you feel like bringing up your past is going to help the current situation or conversation that you're in, leave your past in your past. Too many people are driving around looking at the rear view mirror. You need to look through the windshield. You need to look at the clear horizon in front of you, not what you're leaving behind you. Now, I believe we can all learn from our mistakes, and sometimes, like any good driver, you're going to glance up. You got to have a look. But some people are doing this the whole time. They're just driving, looking in the rear view mirror the whole time. You're going to crash up ahead. You need to focus on what's ahead of you. My last point for you today is choose one career or business or occupation that you're passionate about and chase it. Get after it. Stop trying to spin 7 or 6 or 2 or 3 different plates. Focus on the one thing that's going to help you get to where you want to be in life. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that helps you, and we'll see you soon.